Hey friends, happy Easter weekend. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Whether it's, whether you celebrate Easter, whether you don't, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm filming this on a Sunday. You'll see it on a Sunday. This is the first video that I filmed back in this room. It's been about 2 weeks. Okay, so every single video, other than the video that came out yesterday, the having a yak conversation with Dad, has been filmed 2 weeks ago, scheduled 2 weeks ago, because I was in PEI all last week. So I'm feeling a little bit rusty here. But we're got a good one to come back to. I've got a box with 2 jerseys and 1 hat in it, all NHL team themed. And these are 2 jerseys that I never really thought that I was gonna get, to be completely honest. There's 2 reasons why I have these jerseys. Reason number 1 is I had money set aside to get the Toronto Maple Leafs alternate jersey 4 months in advance. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know what it was going to look like. But from the info that I got, I knew I was probably going to buy it. And then I got that jersey in the mystery box from Cool Hockey. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't need to spend my money on that anymore. I can take that money that I had set aside, the $200, and then I can spend it on something else. I found these 2 jerseys on sale for $80 each. It's like, man, I can't pass up on these. These are really unique jerseys. Plus a hat, I got to jump on this. So this would not be possible without me getting that jersey in the mystery box. So let's not waste any more of your time. Let's get into this. Let's get back underway and filming videos here. Not sure what's on top. We'll haul it out 1 jersey at a time. Feel free to make your guesses down below. I'm not going to put a lot of suspense in this one. Boom. If you know your jerseys, you already know what this is. Just by the color. I mean, you can see the Nashville logo right there. So, I'm very curious to see these jerseys actually, because although I wasn't planning on buying them, I wish that I had endless amount of money to buy them. So I was curious to see what they would look like in person, but I just accepted that I was never going to be able to know for a long time unless I went to go see a friend's place and maybe they had it. So I'm going to inspect this in detail. Okay, first impressions are that this guitar pick logo is a lot thicker than I actually thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like the letters here, more malleable. So it's actually not. It's a little bit thicker. I think that's because of maybe some extra rigidity based on the outline here and the outline there. So I'm actually quite impressed by that specific section. These letters feel exactly like I thought they were going to, like really almost not necessarily cheap, but thin vinyl. I expected them to be a little bit more malleable and bendy and stuff. That's a pretty big swatch on the jersey to really have something too solid. So I think in a way it was probably a good decision for them to use something that's so malleable like the letters. I love the neck, the fact that the collar goes all the way up. So recently on the channel, I ranked the collars in the NHL, and there's obviously a trend, and the trend at the top was to have a solid collar kind of move all the way up at the top, like Buffalo, like Detroit, and like Seattle. So I'm glad that the Nashville Predators went this way with this jersey. I did get a blank, no name or number on the back, and I think I'm going to take some high quality photos of this jersey and maybe put it up on the screen either as I'm talking maybe or a little bit later in the video. But I like the neck back here as well. That's really cool. I love the fact that the actual regular Nashville Predators logo is back there. And this is not rubberized, in case you're wondering. It's a sublimation print right into here. It's not rubberized. On the back it says Preds right there in that kind of funky font. That is also not rubberized. That's a sublimation print right in. What else? Okay, this line here, the stitching line between the stripe or beginning of the stripe isn't too prominent. It feels regular. The letters that come outside probably actually improve the rigidity between the stitching and kind of tie it in a little bit better. So while visually I don't like that, probably from a production standpoint that makes a little bit more sense from a wearability standpoint. I would say that it doesn't necessarily look better in person, but it definitely doesn't look worse. I think this blue is beautiful. It contrasts nicely with the yellow. The laces are very nice as well. Not my first take. No, if I was going to make a Stadium Series jersey for Nashville, this wouldn't be my first decision or take, but it is very new and it's very innovative and modern, so I can't really be that mad at the Nashville Predators for trying something new with this world of continuous and constant retro jerseys, which I'm a fan of, by the way. I like the retro jerseys. I can't be mad at a team kind of taking a risk here, so I appreciate that. Let's move on to the next jersey. I'm just going to set this aside on my tote down there. Move on to the next jersey. Now, if you've been paying attention to the sales, you already know what this one is, and obviously it makes sense because it's from the same game. It's the Nashville Predators Tampa Bay Lightning Stadium Series game. Of the two, I would want this one a little bit more. If I was gonna spend full money on these, and I had to make a decision back when the game happened, I would have bought this one, because I have the Reebok version of this where it has bolts coming down, and I thought it would be interesting to do a comparison, but they didn't go on sale. I was like, okay, well, I'm just, it's no big deal. I didn't get it, but ooh, wow. Okay. What the heck? Number one, that shoulder patch is absolutely ridiculously massive. Look how big that shoulder patch is. I'm not sure if it comes across visually on camera, but like that is a substantial shoulder patch to have on there, and to not have the same one on the other side. That's really rigid. It's not the cheap vinyl. That is actually awesome. I really like that patch a lot. Nice. Okay, nice little shine here on the letters. Let me put this around myself again. So move this hat out or this box out of the way. Okay, so what do we got here? We got definitely some separation on some of the corners, I think, actually. This is mostly heat pressed on. That's why I was a little bit nervous with this jersey, because if you bend one of these corner pieces, like right here, and it stays bent, it's going to be frustrating to wear or to have lay flat. But the letters themselves actually don't feel as bendy and as malleable as I thought they were going to. They definitely are, as you can see, but they're definitely more high quality than I originally thought. Now, this section down here, which is a full sublimation print right in the jersey, is, I think, the best decision. Yeah, really good decision. This would be a really, really comfortable jersey to wear, I think. I don't know if I can translate this to you. I might have to hold it up close on camera. But you can see how one of the points of the letter is starting to come out. Okay, camera, come on. Not sure if you can tell, but like right there, that's like just barely starting to come up. So that kind of makes me a little bit nervous, but not a big deal. On the back of the neck, same thing. That's not rubber, that's sublimation print. Same with the Tampa Bay on the back. These are prime green, by the way. I just want to turn this inside out so I can see. Okay, so this is going to give you a good view of the logo from inside out, just in case you were wondering. I'm going to take some photos of this one as well and put them on the screen. But that shoulder patch is great. Number one, it looks incredible colorized like that. I'll hold this up again too close. It looks great colorized like this. Sorry, that lighting is not very good. It looks great colorized like this, and it's very high quality. So I'm actually really, really thrilled with this shoulder patch. That's honestly one of the best shoulder patches that I've seen on a jersey. I'm very, very impressed by that. Okay, so I mean, awesome. Got not only a Stadium Series jersey in my collection, which I do not have many of. Maybe like one or two in my collection of the 115 plus Adidas jerseys. Only one or two in my collection are from Stadium Series games. So boom, we got two more into the collection. That is amazing for a really good price, $80 each. I think I got both of these on the NHL shop, I believe. And so that's great. I'm not going to get those stitched. I want those blank on purpose. So that was also pretty good. Now I got a hat for you. Okay, so there's been a common comment on the channel anytime I wear this team's hat. And it's because the collar does not match the jersey. And no, it's not the Nordiques. That's very apparent, and I can't fix that. I mean, technically, I could probably find a hat that matches the jersey, but no, this is an actual current NHL team. And I'm hoping that this matches a little bit better, although now that I see it in person, it really doesn't look like it matches that great. But it's a beautiful hat. It's a Buffalo Sabres. So I have obviously the royal blue home and away, Buffalo Sabres jerseys, but the hat that I have is from the previous generation color palette of the team, which does not use the royal blue. So I was trying to find a hat to kind of match a little bit better, and I had a really hard time finding one, specifically here in Canada. And then I found this one on sale in the NHL shop, and it looked a lot closer in the image, but I couldn't quite tell. It's actually from the Heritage Classic. You can see the patch on the back there. So I think the hat, regardless if the color matches or not, it's way nicer than the previous hat I had, because the previous hat, I think I've had it from the beginning of 2017 when I first started the channel, and it's maybe a $5, $6, $7 hat, something like that. It's very cheap. Where this is a little bit more high quality. This is a Fanatics branded hats. Don't like Fanatics jerseys, but their hats are very nice. It's a flex style hat, and I think the Fanatics logo's on the back here. There we go. You can kind of see the Fanatics logo. And this is, I think, specifically small, medium, maybe. I've got a weird shaped head, so I always look for small, medium. But yeah, now that I see it in person, unfortunately, it doesn't look like it totally matches the home and away. But that's, you know, that's fine. It was still worth it because it's still an upgrade to the hat that I had. So Tampa Bay Lightning jersey in the collection. Buffalo Sabres hat in the collection. Nashville Predators jersey in the collection. It was a pretty good day, a pretty good find. The hat was on sale as well. So I think for under $200, I got a hat and 2 jerseys. You know, and typically when you're buying a jersey brand new, you're spending minimum $200. And I'm talking Canadian money, by the way. If it's American, it's obviously a little bit cheaper. But I'm very happy with that purchase. I already had the money set aside, so I didn't have to dip into anything to get it. So yeah, it's a pretty good day, and 2 great jerseys added to the collection. So if you did get these jerseys, man, I would love to see who you got in the back if you got it stitched. You know, if you're not following me on Twitter, I'm at Post2Post Please tweet some photos at me. Would love to see your jerseys and the numbers and the nameplate, because I don't have those on my jerseys. I don't plan to, but I still want to see them. Yeah, we'd love to see your photos. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button. We just passed 40,000 subscribers, so thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate that. If we hit 50,000 by the end of the year, I'm going to do a hair reveal for the first time in 5 years on the channel, and I'm going to dye my hair blue. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but 50,000 is the goal by the end of the year. So hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. Adios.